So that's how it's done. This technology right here is so sophisticated, but yet it is so simple. You just simply want to stick it on and put it on the body. You can put it on anywhere that you are experiencing an issue. It says from those studies that you put it on the base of the neck or beneath the belly button, but you can stick it anywhere that you have pain. Okay. And it will be working. Um, we have some amazing testimonials that are sometimes gets to be very emotional that we've heard. Some are life-changing. And so what I'd like to do at this time, I want to bring to the front of the call a couple of people. The first young lady that I want to call upon is a young lady by the name of Kelly Fowler out of Florida. And Miss Fowler, if you are on, if you would, please unmute yourself and turn on your mic. And I see your lovely face already. If you would share your testimonial, please.
Hi, Lester. Yes, thank you for allowing me to share. I've been patched since February 22nd of 2023, and it's been life-changing. My friend Harry sent me a link, and he sent me some patches, and I got the biggest kit because as soon as I put the patch on, well, first of all, as soon as I saw the information that this is it info, I knew I needed to be involved because the technology is phenomenal, and I'm an electrical engineer. And I understand. But more importantly, I needed it for my health. I had cancer in 2010, breast cancer that had metastasized, and it had put me, one of the surgeries I had put me into menopause. So I was having hot flashes, night sweats, no libido, really grumpy, irritable. I also had, I was pre-diabetic because I had gestational diabetes. So for 23 years, my A1C has always been like 7, between 7 and 8, and I wouldn't really take medication for it, but I did try diet and everything. Nothing worked. But when I put the patch on, the very first thing, I had the energy, clarity, focus. And then I noticed I hadn't had any hot flashes for 2 hours, and I was normally having like 3, 4 hot flashes an hour, always dripping wet. And then I noticed that my mood was really, really improved and enhanced. I was happy. I wasn't irritable or grumpy. That night I slept wonderfully. My libido came back, so it made my husband happy. And then I went to the doctor. I was going to the doctor at the time every 6 months. And of December of 2022, my A1C was 7. And I got on the patch the following February, went and got blood work June 8th. And when I went to the doctor that June of last year, my A1C was 4.6. So it had just been a few months I had been on the patch. And my doctor was very amazed and very happy with the results. So I feel great. I feel phenomenal. I'll forever be patched. And more importantly, me sharing with others and seeing the benefits and the hope and value we bring to other lives, it's just amazing to me. So I'll continue to share, and this here is a wealth and a health opportunity. I love the health part, but when I'm seeing me helping so many people earn income and revenue, and they're able to have more choices in their lives, that gives me a lot of great hope as well. So I will be patched forever. I love X39. So thanks for allowing me to share, Lester.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Kelly. And I really appreciate you being transparent. Thank God for X39 and benefits of increasing the libido, along with all of the other health benefits that you are receiving and the blessings. And I know that you all have, endured 2 hurricanes down there in Florida. So our prayers go out to you, okay, you and your family. I want to bring forth another gentleman that, matter of fact, she mentioned a gentleman named Harry, but I want to bring forth Pastor Harry Johnson. I reached out to him, shared this technology with him, and Pastor Harry, if you would, share your video and share your testimonial, please, sir.
Okay, I'm trying to share my video. Can you see me and hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can see you.
Okay,
Thank you.
everyone. Kelly, thank you for that testimony. I appreciate you. Kelly and I were engineers at General Motors many, many years ago, and I called her up and told her about it because I knew her background, her thesis statement, and so forth was in electromagnetic theory, but I'm getting too deep there. But anyway, I live in Seattle. I pastor. I've been a financial advisor for 25 years. I will also be a lifetime wearer of this past technology. For me, I started February 1st of last year. I was arguing with God because I was tired all the time. I had a love fest, hate fest with my snooze button every morning. Took me forever to get out of bed. I was always tired. I took my kids to the bus stop at 6:30 in the morning. I'd come back home and lay back down because I just didn't have any energy. And my wife was saying, "What is wrong with you?" And long story short, I didn't find out I had a heart issue. One day I was driving in Portland on a Harley, and I woke up and I was in the hospital. So apparently I went off the freeway, flew up in the air at 70 miles an hour, and long story short, I walked out of the hospital without a scratch. So I know God protected me. But during that process of them trying to figure out what happened, they found out I had a heart issue. And so that was the root cause of all my tiredness. And they put me on all these pills and medication, and all these pills had side effects. I was taking 9 pills a day. And I think they just clogged everything up. I couldn't think, I couldn't remember things. My quality of life was not good. And so after I argued with God, about 2 days later, these patches came in the mail from Lester. And I didn't have anything to lose, so I tried them. He only sent me three. And so those three didn't do anything for me. But I kept watching the testimonies and the testimonies and the testimonies of people getting on the presentations talking about everything that has happened for them. So what did I have to lose? I ordered the top package, which was the diamond package at that time. Now it's called a premium. I started wearing the patches with a friend of mine named Will. We started at the same time, and every day we would call each other up. You feel anything? And we'd be like, no. You feel anything? No. And then the next day, you feel anything? It took about a week, week and a half. And I started noticing I was sleeping better. I started dreaming again. I felt better. Like Kelly said, I started feeling better, happier, in a better mood. And so I used to have 2 flights of stairs to go up to my office. And every time I'd go up those stairs, I get to the top and I'd be out of breath and I keep walking. Well, this time I noticed I went up the stairs and I wasn't breathing hard. So I went back down, came back up, wasn't breathing hard. Went back down, came back up, 6 flights of stairs. And that's when I knew. And I called Will and said, something's going on because I have breath, I have energy. And from that point on, I was told it takes about 6 months for your heart to be regenerated. So in October, I called my cardiologist and said, I need to be retested. They were so busy, they couldn't get me into the office until January. But in January, they ran my heart test again. And I didn't know this until the lady called me back asking about my condition. And I was very nervous because I was at my office doing presentations and so forth, and my phone was blowing up, and it was my cardiologist. I got nervous, called her back and said, what's going on? Am I dying? And she started saying, well, we just want to talk. I said, listen, lady, you got to cut to the chase. What's going on? And she told me, well, we're reading your results, and we were going to post them on my chart, but we felt we needed to call you because the results say your heart is back to normal. So I began to talk to her, and she told me my ejection fracture rate was 17%. I didn't even know what that meant all this time. So I Googled it while I'm talking to her, and it said, you are a heart transplant candidate. And then I Googled what is 55 and the ejection fracture rate. My heart was back to normal. So I know that God healed me, but I'm telling you, these patches saved my life. They literally gave me my energy back. I joke with my wife every day that I'm putting my battery on. I wear it every day. I feel better. I feel 20 years younger. I can play football with my son. I can watch my kids grow older. We were in Florida, and I'm running up and down the hallways at the hotel. My son asked me, what is wrong with you? Why are you running? And I simply had to tell him because I can, because for a long time I couldn't. So I just thank you, Lester, for sending me that. And I praise God for LifeWave, David Schmidt, and the technology that we have in our hands to share with others. And I have so many testimonies from family and friends that this is just a feel-good, wonderful business opportunity. I thank you. And thank you for allowing me to share my testimony. God bless you all.
Thank you, Pastor Harry. God bless you so much. I'm telling you, it really tugs at my heart each and every time that I hear you sharing your testimonial. I remember one of the times that we were talking and you shared with me that, they had only given you so many years to live if you lived that long prior to that final diagnosis. So thank God, appreciate your transparency and appreciate you being a blessing to so many people.